Can one be surrounded by a sea of connections yet still feel utterly alone? This question echoes in the hearts of many in our modern era. We live in a peculiar scenario where the digital age has spun us into a web of connectivity, yet, paradoxically, many of us feel a profound sense of isolation. We are more connected than ever, in a world where our calendars are filled with commitments and responsibilities, yet we often grapple with feelings of being ignored or undervalued by those we consider significant in our lives. We yearn to feel important to those around us, yet frequently we find ourselves feeling overlooked, as if we aren't as meaningful to them as they are to us. This paradox of modern connection, this juxtaposition of close-knit networks and emotional isolation, is a fascinating conundrum. It's a riddle that leads us to the ancient school of Stoicism and the broader realm of philosophy. Stoicism, a philosophy born in the heart of ancient Greece and Rome, teaches us the art of emotional resilience and self-reliance. It invites us to find contentment within ourselves and to seek validation not from the external world, but from our own internal compass. In this context, the teachings of the Stoics beckon us to find value within ourselves, independent of constant external recognition. This is not a call for self-absorption or narcissism, but rather a profound realization that our worth is not dictated by the fleeting opinions or attention of others. So as we navigate the paradox of modern connection, we can turn to Stoicism as a guide. It helps us understand that while we may desire acknowledgement from our peers, our true worth comes from within. We are not merely cogs in the wheel of social expectation, but unique individuals with our own intrinsic value. This Stoic wisdom does not negate the importance of relationships or community. Rather, it empowers us to establish healthier, more balanced relationships where our self-worth is not a bargaining chip, but a given. Stoicism invites us to find value within ourselves, independent of external recognition. And in the heart of this paradox of modern connection, this wisdom can be a beacon of clarity and self-assurance. How does one apply Stoic principles to gain a sense of importance in the lives of others? It's a question that many of us grapple with, and the answer lies in the wisdom of Stoicism. The Stoics teach us to find value within ourselves and not to rely on external validation. This is no small task in a world that often seems to place more emphasis on how we're perceived by others than on our own self-perception. But the Stoics offer a clear path forward. One of the key principles of Stoicism is understanding what we can and cannot control. We cannot control how other people perceive us or whether they choose to value us. These things are outside of our control, but what we can control is how we perceive ourselves, how we value our own time and attention, and how we react to the world around us. Stoicism encourages us to develop a strong sense of self-worth. This isn't about arrogance or self-importance. It's about understanding our own value, independent of how others might see us. When we respect ourselves, when we value our own time and attention, others will naturally begin to see us in the same light. Patience is another key virtue in Stoicism. In a world that often seems to be in a constant rush, the ability to remain calm, to wait patiently, stands out. Patience is a sign of self-control, of the ability to manage our own reactions in a world that often seems designed to provoke them. When we demonstrate patience, we teach others to value our time as we do. The Stoic principles of self-worth, patience, and control over our reactions are not just philosophical ideas. They're practical strategies that we can apply in our daily lives to gain a sense of importance in the lives of others. By valuing our time and attention, we become people who respect themselves, and others begin to see us as valuable individuals. In a world full of distractions and haste, we often forget the power of patience. This virtue, deeply rooted in Stoicism, plays a pivotal role in gaining prominence in others' lives. Patience is not about passivity or lack of action. On the contrary, it's about maintaining control over our emotions and reactions. It's about showing resilience in the face of adversity and calm in the storm of life's uncertainties. By practicing patience, we not only strengthen our individual character, but we also teach others to value our time. Imagine patience as a quiet teacher, subtly imparting lessons of respect and value. When we're patient, we're saying, "I respect my time and I respect yours too." This, in turn, instills a sense of value in our relationships. So, as we navigate this fast-paced world, let's not forget to slow down, to wait, to breathe. Because practicing patience allows others to see our strength. Priority begins with ourselves. This isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a fundamental truth. In the grand theater of life, we are the primary actors, the central figures in our own narratives. It's essential to remember this, especially in a world that often demands our constant attention and availability. Stoicism, that ancient philosophy that's seen a resurgence in modern times, teaches us the importance of self-value. The Stoics believed that we can't control how others perceive us. What we can control, however, are our own actions and attitudes. This means that our self-worth shouldn't be tied to the recognition or approval of others, but to our own sense of integrity and self-respect. One way to cultivate this self-respect is by not always being available to others. This might seem counterintuitive in a society that prizes instant communication and constant connectivity. But think about it. When we're always on call, always ready to respond, we risk devaluing our own time and energy. The Stoics understood this well. They saw time as a precious resource, something to be used wisely and judiciously. By not always being available, we signal to others that our time is valuable, that we are valuable. We create a sense of scarcity, and as any economist will tell you, scarcity increases value. This doesn't mean we should become hermits, withdrawing from the world and neglecting our relationships. Far from it. Rather, it's about setting boundaries, about deciding when and how we engage with others. It's about balancing our needs with those of others, about giving as much as we take. When we value ourselves, when we respect our own time and energy, something remarkable happens. Others begin to value us more. They see our self-respect, our self-worth, and they respond in kind. They see that we're not just another cog in the machine, but individuals with our own needs, desires, and values. When we value ourselves and our time, others begin to do the same. Stoicism teaches us that the power to be valued lies within us, not in the hands of others.